The Lord be with you. My dear friends, everything we have is a gift from God. We do not deserve divine favor, and that is the reason we must celebrate and be thankful to the giver of all. Today, I am thankful and excited to celebrate the Transfiguration of the Lord with much jubilation. This year's event is different because I am celebrating 100 years of Church of the Transfiguration, Los Angeles. It is a blessing and a gift for me to serve as the pastor of this centennial parish. On this solemnity of the Transfiguration of the Lord and the 100th anniversary of my parish, please join me to celebrate Jesus, the beloved Son, with whom the Father is well pleased. On the mountain of the Transfiguration, God the Father revealed the divinity of his beloved Son and commanded his disciples to listen to him. God manifested his presence in the form of a cloud and revealed his Son to us that we may know and have an encounter with him. Only on the mountain of the Transfiguration will Moses and Elijah behold the unveiled face of him whom they sought. The light of the knowledge of the glory of God shines in the face of Christ, crucified and risen. Brothers and sisters, the Transfiguration is a foretaste of heaven and the manifestation of the Trinity. The Father in the voice, the Son in the man, the Spirit in the shining cloud. Now, you can see why Peter wanted to seize and freeze the moment. In the presence of the Triune God, Peter had a foretaste of heaven and wanted to remain there. When God shows up, you can't but prostrate in worship with fear and reverence. The event of the Transfiguration beckons us to be transfigured and to be dazzled with the radiance of Christ. It nudges us to prostrate reverently and worship the Triune God in spirit and truth. In God's presence, we are wrapped with ecstatic and spiritual intoxication, a foretaste of heaven. Dear friends, when you live in the Spirit, an experience of ecstatic prayer could be a transfiguration, a foretaste of heaven for you. But the spiritual comfort and consolation we have in prayer is more than a feel-good experience. It prepares us for something more, to go forward in faith, accept and endure the sufferings that come to us for the sake of the gospel. You may be up on the mountain of ecstasy, but you cannot build your tent there. You must return to a level ground to fight the battle of life. We must first experience pain, tribulation, suffering, and death before the revelation of the new life in the resurrection. And so Jesus wants to take us to spiritual height, to have an encounter with him, to strengthen our faith, and to equip us for the grace to endure every trial and tribulation. The Lord revealed his suffering and death to his disciples on the mountain of the Transfiguration, that they might be courageous in the valley of suffering or persecution. Dear friends, filled with the Spirit of the Lord and in God's presence, you can come out from the valley of confusion, ignorance, or anxiety to the mountain of blessed assurance and abundance of grace to endure every trial. Today, I invite you to come to Jesus, the beloved Son of the Father, who takes us to the mountain of the Transfiguration to teach us how to be spiritually high amidst difficulties and tribulations, so we may rejoice in Him forever. Dear friends, filled with and inspired by the Holy Spirit, let us rise above the valley of evangelical apathy to the mountain of missionary discipleship. Our celebration today must equip us to go forward in faith, to accept and endure the sufferings that come to us for the sake of the kingdom. So let us reinvigorate our worship, encounter Christ anew in the Eucharist, boost faith formation, welcome little ones, go and make disciples, and accompany the vulnerable people of God with compassion and love. God bless you.